Alright, so hello. Welcome to Wise Guys Entertainment. This is why. This is Wyman. Welcome back. I'm gonna do another stream. Hopefully, I'm close to finished. I think I have 100 or 200 more backings to go through. So I had trouble sleeping. A lot on my mind. Got my mind on my money or lack of money, and lack of money in my mind. So I'm okay, where'd it go? All right, so it's in the other screen, isn't it? We finally got a piece of the pie. Just to get up that hill. And then we left off on page 53. While I do this, I am going to. I saw that, excuse me, there was like a drama stream going on. EVS has this stream called Sooner or Later that was posted about 5 hours ago. So, all right. So I was listening to that. Some of it's interesting and some of it is, there seems to be a lot of drama out there that shouldn't even exist. But yeah, so let's listen to it, see what's up. It's still kind of interesting.
Same area of the world.
As I do this,
Detroit. John's got his own fucking psychological disorders.
Page 53.
So, like, maybe this is funny to us, but to someone like Vaughn or Vaughn's from Jersey too. What the fuck?
All right, page
maybe
53.
To somebody like Irene, it's like this stuff is not funny to be joking with them so hard. When they're not here, they're not in the room. Like, maybe they need to be in the room or be in the room more consistently, or they need to know that, like,
all right, so
John isn't, like, serious.
So for page, all right, today's the. It's the 11th, isn't it?
I can't tell anymore. I saw a clip today with John and Irene talking about Vaughn, and I was like, that's really rough. Like, that's rough on those guys. So, I don't know. Especially if, like,
Whoa. Am I near the bottom of the spreadsheet?
John trying to read that super chat.
Holy crap, I am.
Trying to keep his face straight.
All right, let me see about editing.
What if you, you know what I mean? Like, what if they're like, what if John really does?
Table.
Or what if they're like, fuck John. I don't like
Oops.
John.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think I just add rows.
What about feelings?
Feelings. Yeah, insert row below.
I'm just saying, of all the times you don't get into the drama, Biggins is the guy you hit the brakes for.
All right, so I added 10 rows.
Anyone who I'm going to go into the drama against, I give you a fair warning, I think. And if you come to me and go, please let's have a conversation. We're gonna have that conversation. I don't want to do this. I don't like if I'm aggressive against, which I constantly am. Shane, you know what the worst thing about this is?
Let me see.
Why is Ethan involved in all this drama? See, the common thing is Ethan is here.
Command C.
And I actually got Biggins to say this. I'm like, look at all this drama that I'm causing as we're talking about what he did. I'm like, look at all this drama that I'm causing in ComicsGate.
Wait, is Pace going to do anything?
I go, it's incredible how I cause all this, right? And he's like, yeah, you didn't cause this. It's always me, Shane.
Oh, it looks like it just pasted over itself.
All right, so rock you like a hurricane.
All right.
So anyway, if you want to have a conversation with me about it, we can talk about it and come to.
Let's insert 100 rows. Oops.
There's some people who said, well, why don't you have a conversation with Patrick Thomas Parnell? Here's why I'm not going to have another conversation with him, because I fucking did have a conversation with him, Shane. You know how many people have met me in real life in ComicsGate?
Pardon my appearance, but I'm raw and uncut.
I'm like, he wants to meet. Okay.
Whoops.
Let's have a meeting.
Come on.
And the next thing you know, Shane,
almost there.
Doesn't matter what we talked about. Doesn't matter. Makes no difference.
There we go. Yay.
It's worse than ever, Shane. You didn't warn me about Patrick. You hung out with him. You did a whole show with him. You didn't tell me Patrick was a piece of shit. You've always defended him. You've always said nice things about PTP. Have I?
Oh, that's right. You guys can't see the spreadsheet side of things.
That full-blown guy?
Actually,
right up.
I mean,
Jack Jackson says,
wait a minute, I am sharing the wrong screen.
The red wedding, but the bed wedding.
I like how you just blame me for Patrick.
I gotta blame you.
Yeah, you gotta blame. I knew eventually it was gonna come around.
Take Your Medicine says, Ethan,
oops, wrong one.
Problem. Not Shane or John, it's you.
Present.
It's me. It's me.
Share screen.
I'm the problem. It's me all the time.
Window.
T-Wars says, this is BS. We need to know what the DMs are and who the players are, so I don't unintentionally support these D-bags. Shane, you know what I did? I had one of the guys who was our mole, our whistleblowers, in the riot press room. They all left the room. They all fled the room when they found out that we had infiltrated it with spies. Patrick was freaking out. He was like, there are spies in here. Fuck you, Ethan Van. I'm leaving this place. Fuck you. Well, what I did was I had one of the guys who was still in the room go back and archive the entire thing, which I did tell Biggins. I said, I got 500 pages on a file. I said, I don't want to read any of it. But I got it with you guys sitting in this room, vetching, planning.
I don't understand the background stuff. I'll be honest. I agree with John on this. Anybody should, and you say this whenever anybody comes into the ComicsGate green, you add somebody. Just pretend anything you say in here is, not private.
It's getting out there. Said, these rooms are not for you to gossip. These rooms are, you will behave professionally in here.
All right, so lost pages, page 53.
If there's something to be concerned about, you're sick, so a family member's sick, you need help, you can post that in here. They're for links. They're for gossip about things that we can make videos about.
Let me see if copy link address is going to work here.
News articles, things like that.
I forget what worked the best.
This is something we should be concerned about.
Yeah.
It's not a place to go. Did you see what Shane Davis said? Did you see? Here's a clip of Shane saying this. That's not what these rooms are for. And if they become that, then that stuff's all going to get leaked. It's all going to get leaked. You can't hide that stuff.
I'm testing this link.
Not a good idea.
I guess at a certain point, if once something's been shipped, then I think the link breaks.
So where are we at now? Like, you are cool, you feel good, you want to pack these things away in like Area 52 or something like.
I guess I'll.
First of all, I'm cool with Biggins.
Which one?
Nice to talk with him. I said, I'd like to see you. Here's the thing: Biggins used to be on the show, and he'd say, "Guys," he's a big professional guy, He'd say, "Guys," he's a big deep voice.
Yeah,
he'd say, "Respect the customer." And he told me tonight. He said, "I don't have a problem with you, Ethan, but because he's like, at first it's like, I said, what did I do to you? Why are you coming after me with this shit? Like, tell me what I did to you. It's not you. Okay. So there you go. Like, stop pulling me into all of this. Like, it's me that gets punished for the sins of Shane Davis. I'm tired of what?
No, I know. He said, I don't have a problem with you, but
no, he said, one thing. He said, you and Eric July, both of you. I said, oh fuck, not this. He goes, both of you have strayed from the mission of ComicsGate. The mission of ComicsGate is you don't block the customers. They can act like assholes to you, and you say,
well, what the hell?
Feel that way.
I didn't mean to click on that.
Cyberfrog. There you go. Don't block. And I said, well,
Oddly, John talked about this last night. He was like, he didn't understand people blocking. He was like, just mute. You know, that used to mean something around here. Don't block people, just mute. John was going over it last night.
John was, yeah. I gotta say, like, you know, I got that lecture from Biggins, and I was like, yeah, you're right. You know, it's so hard. It's like you just
So hard
very personal with you.
Yeah,
to
so
say
you just hit
goodbye
mute, and then it's also even
to
better
yesterday.
because you
I think it's better to
they kind of go
just
further down
do a
the
straight
algorithm.
pace of
So
the
it's just better to mute. And when they don't get a response, they eventually
the number itself, and then I'll just deal with it later.
It's better than
And then
blocking
what I'm
because
going to
they go,
do is
"Hey,
I'm going to
here's
start
what
moving
we got that someone's
the
been
page
blocking."
number
You know, it's like we're almost giving them ammunition
to call this far right column.
if somebody's trolling you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but I had to block all of Chile though. The country
Yeah.
of Chile. I had to do that. I had no choice.
They're saying I muted you. Sometimes.
I gotta that was a
Block all of
it's
Chile.
easy to push away sometimes, and it's like, well, the core mission of ComicsGate, respect the customer, right?
All right, so page 53.
One of the main
So now I'm going to
things
start
is
using the
block.
right-hand column because I can't use it. I can't put it in the owner field, and having the page number is going to be helpful. Let's actually make this an official column.
Social media is meant to be professional. It's got to be professional. All people want to hear from me is buy Cyberfrog. They don't want to
Format.
hear Schmidt.
Wait, hold on. Format cells.
Well, there has been situations though where somebody like
Alignment, center,
this was an issue. They had
center.
blocked me, so I didn't block them. So they were actually I couldn't see them, but they were in my comments in my tweets, like taking fires to see fear. Like
There we
the
go.
hell. So I had to block them.
Oh, it sent me
So
to the
there's
top of the
something weird
list.
about Twitter. At one point in time, old Twitter, I don't know if it's still this way. If somebody blocked you, you actually do have to go block them. Like they can be floating around and you can't see them. Like they're
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean that's weird. That it gets complicated.
All right, so what's the status on this? Wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. I got to do open link in new tab. Open link in new tab.
Oh my God! The healing begins.
Open link in new tab.
Maybe tonight is the night. The night to unblock Patrick T.
So with this conversation and that letter from Diggins, like, what do you think was accomplished here in the long run, or what do you hope in the long run?
So what I'm hoping is there's a bunch of my favorite comic skaters are encased in a block of life. I want to solve that block of life.
Oh, okay, all right.
I love Irene Strakowski. I know John, is like, I love Irene. Narwhal, I've already spoken to. I reached out to Narwhal. That was cool. I don't care about Patrick Tate. And if you want, I'll show you the message.
Wait, delivered.
But those
Patrick
T or PTP?
I'm sorry, PTP. I love
T. Patrick T's only got pictures of dead hookers. I just don't need that.
Does he really?
Polaroids.
Delivered.
Polaroids.
You can't get that shit developed. I mean, yeah.
Maybe I don't need to.
No.
How you unblock anyone? Where are they? They're in the
Oh, jeez.
Where's the community tab, isn't it? Maybe I'm not going to unblock it.
Dun, 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 dun,
If I
dun,
unblock him, it's
dun,
just going to be a bunch of
dun,
fucking,
Yeah, but he pays money.
contribution
Like, I
placed.
don't know. That's up to you.
Oh,
You
shoot.
like money? Stream.
No, I mean, money's great. I don't care about getting money from him. I would like him to
Contribution
be
placed.
I'd like him to be a participant.
Let's update this address.
All of this stuff.
I'm sure he would like to participate.
He would, right?
I think I will say this. I think people probably should not really act like there's drama where there's not drama. I mean, for the most part, I wake up, I do my short videos, live stream a few times a week, draw my book, watch repeat. And I would say 99% of all people in crowdfunding comics will benefit if they did the same. Like I think like thinking about
there you go, Shane. Yep.
Seeing shadows in the bushes that aren't there, like no, that's just.
Should I unblock? So I'm in my tabs right now, and I mean I don't know if I can unblock
All right,
everyone.
so Graham Nolan's The Chenille Fulfilled.
You probably should start with Patrick T. See how you handle that.
I just unblocked him, but what about S. The Enters D? Should I unblock this gentleman?
S. The Enters D?
No, not with that name. I wouldn't. The reason you probably blocked him or one of your mods.
Yeah. So I shouldn't do that.
No.
So there is some limit to
Oops. Uh-oh.
the idea
Wrong
of
field.
not blocking, customers in general. There's some people
Fulfilled.
who do block. Like the Enters D is somebody who we can leave them blocked.
All right, so Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet.
You don't want to open up completely.
Delivered.
Maybe crack the gate a little bit, let that crack you out.
Old.
A little crack. See what comes through. A little crack, only the little demons. Hey,
a little hell makes heaven taste that much better, right, Shane?
Wait, are you serious? Does this thing just deliver?
Or not? Is that country west?
Oh my gosh.
Made that up.
Oh, I guess EVS is self-fulfilling Wreck Planet?
So that's Patrick D.
Is that right?
That's the Interstate. Is Patrick D. So we'll leave that block. But I did unblock.
Oh, that's Patrick T. Okay.
All right. You want to see a little PTP?
Delivered.
Leave it up to you. Putting it on me, like you want me to be. I mean, it's up to you. It's your stuff.
It's my stuff.
Well, I mean, it's
delivered.
That outside, but
okay.
I don't even open to the chat.
Oh, is that a hyperlink?
See, listen.
Oh. All right, I could do it that way. I think.
I believe in
wow.
All right. All
the time. Yeah. So.
They're saying expose him. I mean, I'm looking at the chat. Look, I mean, I'm not game for, and I've seen stuff. I've seen shot.
Contribution placed.
It's sad these things make it out of the room.
And stitched.
Whatever for me, I think it's good.
I could have went without seeing it. I'll be honest.
I gotta follow up with this creator and see what the hell's going. Oh, what?
And I get that you're at that.
Did this on?
Conversation.
Did I already update this address?
We're not justifying, but throwing reasons behind
interesting.
Actions. I'm a forgive and move on type guy. I mean, I'm not a hold grudge type guy. I mean, I'm here to make.
Oh, Opera GX has a version, an update.
Life, here in ComicsGate. That's why I'm here.
Okay,
I mean, I'm pretty serious when it comes to my book.
Update.
Some of this other drama and stuff.
Check for update. Excuse me.
I also understand any type of big.
Well, it says it's up to date. What the hell?
Yeah, they're not.
And with that,
okay.
Some people
whatever
maybe shouldn't be forced together. If certain people don't want to be around one another, then okay.
That was weird.
I'm not sitting here trying to push up.
All right, so
push a bunch of cats together in a pillow sack, and not expect to fight. I don't
understand why people can't
pushing a bunch of cats into a pillow sack.
That's all I want.
Wait, to you?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Crap. Oh fuck. All right. How do we get past this? Let me keep it really low or something. See, I guess EVS has a big enough channel to be able to play this kind of music. Oh wait, I wonder if it's protected. All right. For each other. Even lovers need a holiday. far away from the yeah. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know or stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise you. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me. I can't let go. I wonder if this is a, since it looks like a karaoke version, I wonder if it's safe. But also, EVS has got a far bigger channel than I do, so I don't know if he just takes the risk and doesn't lets it get demonetized or what. But me being a small channel, I'll likely.
It's hard for you to say you're sorry to me. I understand.
Right.
But I just want you to
contribution placed.
I really want to tell you. I really want you to tell me you're sorry.
Page 53. So let's go to page 50. There's a number of creators I have to follow up with and figure out what's going to happen because I haven't received everything. Excuse me. I promise to. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me. I can't let go. All that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise you. All right, there we go.
So we're going on a college tour.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Oh my God! What do you mean we're gonna go on an apology tour?
Oh, they're doing an apology tour towards us. Oh, I got you. You're like, then what do you do?
Mate,
We're not saying we're sorry, and they're not saying they're sorry.
You can say you're sorry to them. They can say they're sorry to you, and all of you can say you're sorry to me. Apologize.
Apologize. I'd be so sorry. Like, what the fuck am I sorry for again?
I don't know. Fake Candace says it's a real shame what's happening. It's bad for everyone's business. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
That says promise an explosive drama stream. We get a Biggins Love Fest in karaoke. Ethan, listen. By the way, Wilberforce, Wooster, Shane Davis. Holy shit! Can you believe this? That's $20. Shane. Oh, that is $20. Unbelievable. $20 from Wilberforce, Wooster.
You know,
yes.
What is it like? There's a phrase.
Once bitten, twice shy.
What is the phrase?
Font, alignment,
Once bitten.
rep,
maybe I'm making
text.
shit up. I don't know, but you know, good on
Oh, you know what? I think I'll do it this way from now on.
Forgiving everybody.
That's kind of cool. It makes it keeps these hyperlinks. Fuck yeah.
Fuck that dude. Yeah, no forgiveness for him. Jake CB. And by the way, wow, Jake CB, amazing. Thank you so much. He says, I just got back from karaoke. I said, I have this money. Movies for life. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that?
You're gonna owe me an apology.
Oh shit! There he goes again.
He's
Alright.
saying he's sorry. You can hear it. He goes,
Rap
"I'm so
text.
sorry."
Yeah, I know. After
Cause
all
me
that
so
we've been
sorry.
through, I will make it up to you. Here's TJ. By the way, TJ, I just blocked you. He says, okay. Yeah, I know.
Oh man, that didn't work.
It's a wiggity whack, says Samurai. I said, hey, let's take a look at these PTP mounts.
I guess I have
See how
to.
this goes. There's some
Yeah.
people who are interested in that.
I think you've.
All right, I guess I'll have to just do it after the fact. Redo the rap
Okay,
text.
so this is on the anniversary of
9/11.
Dun, 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 dun.
We get this
All right,
message
so-
to look at here. PTP sending a message to a comic skater by the name of J Bomber. I know you were trying to stay out of it, but I just gotta say, I caught Caesar's little bit yesterday. For the record, I asked him to help with Sleepy Hollow, and he turned that convo into mailing. He is a liar and a phony. If you have to bail on
1,
being my
2,
friend,
3, 4,
I
5.
understand. Look at this, Shane.
All right, so the first one.
What do you think of that, Shane?
So we got another unstitched part
Seems very divisive.
102.
Yeah, it's not
Very divisive. I don't. And this is going to J Bomba.
Let me check out this column again.
Regular personality in the
Format
chat.
cell.
A lot of our chats, probably Patrick found him from your chat.
Yeah. And by the way, Patrick is lying there. He did
Yep,
ask me.
I do have to
Sleepy Hollow. I said,
re-
yeah, of course I will.
Apply
And then he said,
the
"Well, what
rap
can you do
text.
about John
That's
Mayer,
fine, no big deal.
busting my balls?" I said, "Zero."
So, okay, that part I don't like, and people can disagree with me on this. Okay, like again, like I've seen a lot of dynamic settings with people beating the shit out of each other in a gym. Like
Contribution
people don't have
placed.
to get along. You just have to work together. There's a lot of this like John's the problem shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that. They're all seeing there's a fuck, it could be me. Shane's the problem. It's like, really? Like, or is it just like when is I hate to say this, but when is this shit cancelable?
It is cancelable. This is cancel pig bullshit. You're looking at Whisper Network cancel pig bullshit. Because, it's one thing to
What the
have
hell?
private discussions in private rooms and stuff
Oh,
like this.
all right, there he goes.
It's another. You can actually have a private room. This is
Dun,
even worse
dun,
than having a private room and just talking shit about John Mayer. Like, that's one thing. That's kind of a Whisper Network.
Yeah.
These are night lectures. This is what this is. This is peer pressure, trying to get J Bomba to stop being our customers, being our friends, being our fans.
All right, so Jawbreakers next.
This guy, with the aid of others, was
Fulfilled.
trying to select his own army.
Fulfilled.
This is silliness. Can you imagine? You know what this is? This is me, former Taylor Swift fan, going around to Taylor Swift fans and being like, "Aren't you sick of Taylor Swift shit? You should come hang out with me instead. I'll take you to the convention in Tampa." Shane, if I did that, if I was going around trying to take Taylor Swift's fans away from her so they could hang out with me instead and build an army of ETs rather than Swifties, it's the equivalent of
Contribution
See, I guess
placed.
I say everybody's going to take something I said and reframe it like it's something I didn't say, so I'll just shut the fuck up. Somebody in the chat, though, from Comics says, build an audience, grow a thick skin. And I would recommend anybody grow a thick skin, look at your chat more. My chat's fucking brutal. Like Cecil's chat, they were telling him to go off himself in Minecraft. I mean, like, I don't know the sensitivity level. I mean, like, I'm not going to treat everybody like they're packets of hot sauce. It's like people just get a little bit of the thick skin.
Packets of hot sauce.
J Bomba fan. He says, "Patrick, I found CG years ago and stayed because it was fun. I just want to continue joking around and having fun. Look at how great J Bomba. People are dunking on J Bomba fan. He's welcome in here now. After seeing these messages, they go all the way back to like September. He's welcome. He's earned his stripes. Like he did not respond to this. He says, please, if you got an issue with EBS mail-in or other creators, talk it out with them. Try to work this out. If you can't reach a compromise, fine. Just come to an understanding and respect each other's lanes. Because in the long term, this will not benefit anyone, creators or fans. How do you feel about Jay Bama right now?
That's a good statement.
Look, Jay's he's came to me with this stuff before. Jay expressed early on about this, trying to fix this. Jay's intentions were like, "Why can't you guys get along?" And Jay said to me in Tampa, "It's like I
contribution locked on this other.
Like I just want my hobby." Jay is a guy that just wants to watch us on YouTube, grab my ass, super chat offensive things sometimes, and then buy our book. Like we don't need to put people in a divisive situation where they have to choose. Like we're not divorcing. It's a fucking gay shit. Go out here and say,
agreed.
Who are you going with, your mom or your
contribution place?
Like
go.
Like you're divorcing.
I swear I got this fully fulfilled.
Like that type of shit. It's fucking gay.
It's not even that. Like you're not a parent.
Cash grab should be fully fulfilled by now.
This is what I'm saying. We're superstars, Shane. Don't undermine yourself. We're big stars.
I'm a super tard. You were I'm a super tard.
Right.
Super tard.
Patrick Thomas Parnell is some dude who's like such stuff. Let's be honest. Him trying to pull away our fandom is retarded. Like it shouldn't happen. It's a super presumptuous of him. It's hubris. It's stupid. And he should be treated that way. That's why I call him retarded. He is. Zero's bitching about late books. Don't seem to have any problems waiting years for hot toy figures that cost hundreds. Fucking hypocrites, LC Jason. I'm not going to listen. The fans are always right. Everybody who's saying Rainbow the Brute. Shane, somebody said the Sistine Chapel only took 4 years. Rainbow the Brute is now entering the 4th year. To me, that's like a real compliment. Because that just means Rainbow the Brute is better than the Sistine Chapel.
Oh, jeez. That's one way to take it.
Look back at Rainbow the Brute and just be like, this is clearly amazing. Like what Ethan accomplished. A little longer than the Sistine Chapel, but it would.
I've seen it in person. It's not that great. Sierra Whiskey. Shane's skin is thick and droopy. That droopy face, Shane. Narwhal. Let me see.
All right, so page 55.
What you're talking about.
Page 55 out of 73.
Cyberfrog, work of art. Rainbow the Brute, masterpiece. We're getting there, brick by brick.
Yes, of course. Like, obviously, my next thing is going
cash
to be
grab.
or the statue of David, Michelangelo's David. Patience. And
I'm a big supporter of the hot dog metaphor that was in CG early on. That Zach, right? Don't make it that complicated. We're just selling a hot dog here.
2 cash grabs. We got Wreck Planet.
Like it's really hard to tailor a book.
I think for Wreck Planet, I didn't have the money, so all I could get was just the book itself.
Bear with me here a minute. With the
actually, wait, hold on.
And I believe that I've worked retail. I've sold cars. The customer's always right for selling a car until like you can't go lower on the price.
Or am I mixing it up with
the issue is
the third
like,
campaign?
Just one customer, you can't lead everything you do though. Like you
wait, do I have
hopefully we have multiple customers and like kind of have to do the book our multiple customers want. A lot of people yell at me like, "Where's Starlight Cats 2?" Well, more people are yelling at me, "Where's Inglorious Rex 2?" Like I have to juggle things. I have to kind of lean into, and I have plans, but I have to kind of accommodate the majority of customers, and we're only one.
I see Blood Honey and warts and all, but I don't see.
Customer's always right.
Wreck Planet.
Trying to manipulate the direction.
Am I still waiting for that one? That's a box set.
And not.
I don't think the.
Oh man, I hope that didn't get lost in the mail.
It doesn't mean the customer's always right means they have to be.
I thought I totally missed.
The customer says you should stop doing your successful
Wreck Planet
and go do a
Fudge Nugget.
book.
All right, well we'll take a look at it in a second.
I mean that they're right to have their.
Oh, here's Winger's superhero.
Sierra Whiskey says, just hire some South Americans to draw space cats. Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's outsource that shit.
People, I'll tell you.
So I'm on page
Michelangelo
55.
Never had like the Pope saying, "I did not receive my Sistine Chapel yet." It's been 2 years, asshole. I don't think he did that. Where's my Sistine Chapel, asshole? It's been 3 years. Can you believe this asshole took 3 years and it still isn't done yet?
You know what's weird about it though? It is worth, even though it's not
The second cash grab.
bigger, like it's still impressive in real life versus the books because it's all painted on herbs.
Yeah.
But there's one destination in the room where
Second
the
cash
comes
grab.
in with the herb where it looks correct, but at other angles it's all distorted. Like it's kind of an optical illusion.
I think it's overrated.
Yeah.
The Pope that said, "Oh, the Pope died before he finished." Oh shit.
Huh.
There's some people in the chat who are saying, "Oh, great, Biggins counts for more than us." I don't think that's true. I don't know why you would say that.
Well, see, that's the dilemma. The customer is always right. Like, and which it is. I say, I agree with you. Listen to every customer, but do what you can only do within reason. I mean, if you can do it, do it. You know, like.
All right, so that's the second
Patrick
one.
Thomas Parnell. We've got 8 of these to go through. I arranged 8 of these Patrick Thomas Parnell messages to be looked at tonight, just in case the fans wanted it. And I got to ask if the fans want to see the next one, because otherwise I'll stop. Is this enough? Fatty says no, he doesn't want to. Okay, so the customer's always right, and he won't see any.
That one guy in the chat, somebody else said, "Yep, it's enough."
We're done.
No, you see, that's like selective hearing. You can. That one guy said, "Do this."
I'm going to believe the guy who says what I want to hear. That's the number that I think. All right, here we go. Kamikaze says, "Ignore me." I wouldn't ignore you, Kamikaze. We're listening to everybody here. Don't you worry. All right, here we go. Let's do more.
All right, so cash grab.
Okay. Dude, this is because of Tampa, says Patrick Thomas Parnell, and they can't let it go.
1, 2,
and now it's
3,
morphing
4.
into other things. You were at Tampa. You helped. But I'm being attacked every day. You don't know John. You don't know Ethan. But you and I have hung out many times. These fags are trying to destroy Whitney
1,
and
2,
I's
3, 4,
business.
5.
I've done nothing but carry water for ComicsGate.
Contribution in
What the
place.
fuck was he doing when he did that stream?
They're trying to destroy me.
No. What the fuck was Patrick doing?
Contribution
when he was attacking
place.
you and the CT trademark and out on the stream? Like, what was the point of that stream? That wasn't to hurt anybody else's business, right? That wasn't to hurt anybody else's business. It wasn't to shit up and down CB. It wasn't to say, like, backers didn't help me put a roof on my house and I'm campaigning and saying the roof's off my house. Can we get Connie Fantastic to hit 100K? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't. I would have to know the timing of all this and what
this is September 11th, the anniversary of the biggest tragedy in American history until January 6th, the insurrection.
Right.
And then that became even worse. J. Bomba Fan said, the Tampa jokes are just jokes. You shouldn't take it personal. I've been made fun of about me being fat and my bad vision on stream. And I didn't know J. Bomba couldn't see. Blindy. Stevie Wonder Bomba. I didn't know that. Jay, do you have any jokes about not being able to see?
4 eyes.
I've never made fun of J. Bomba.
I hope you see me coming.
I just said I didn't.
That was a good one.
J. Bomba's like, he assesses himself like what would people make fun of? He's like fat and blind. Fat and blind. Nobody cares about that, Jay. They just think you're a good.
What if John? Okay, I'm going right back to John. Mm-hmm. What if Shane got all bent out of face about?
All right, so
like,
cash
what
grab
if,
delivered.
John got bent out of shape about no eyebrow. Like, what if that boiled in John? Yeah, like it just boiled for years, and he just buried that shit deep down inside.
Delivered.
What is John Malin? Why
What
is
if
he
John? We don't even know.
old.
Maybe John is a hard ass because you guys made him a hard ass. Maybe he's crying himself to sleep every fucking night. We don't know.
I feel like he is because he's not here right now.
Contribution
Here's
placed.
the thing that I've determined. I've like
Oh, wow.
when people are always on the stream with me,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
suddenly they're not on the stream with me. It's
I have an
because
opportunity to update the address. Yes.
That's what it
Maybe
is.
that
They're
means he
back
hasn't
from
fulfilled
Patrick
Rec Planet.
being fucking wound up, gassed up, filled with hatred.
Maybe since it's a box
ridiculous.
set and it has
So
head
he
sketches
says,
that
So I took it as
we'll
jokes.
get
I go,
it
"Well,
later
you should
still.
as well because
I
we
hope.
had fun." Patrick goes, "No, you are buying into it. Gotcha." This is so fucking gay. You're buying into it. Gotcha, he says.
But my point with that was like, jokes are sometimes jokes, and then some people just take them too serious. And
There
then
you go.
what's going to happen is more joke is going to stick. Like
Yep.
There
you go.
Move on.
Yeah.
The
You
more
got it.
offended you are by it, like I don't know. But it's also weird. It's not like somebody followed them. Like this whole sex dungeon thing. I mean, it's beyond me. I didn't go, and but I don't really care either. Like, I mean, but like.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's not like.
Oh, is this part of the?
Thrown at me.
Maybe I didn't get the big box. Oh shoot.
You or John or Cecil or Anna.
Oh, these are the
like,
death sting.
Most of us that do live streams are.
Oh shit! All right, I guess I did miss the campaign.
Like
I guess I totally missed
I'm still
Red Planet
on this because like if like are we supposed to get waivers before people live stream with this? Like where the fuck is this? I mean,
it's gay. Everybody needs to lighten up. J Bomber fan says PTP made a joke about my vision on stream. Oh wow.
Well, fucking cancel him. Well, fucking cancel him, Jake. You see, like it's like. I mean, let's everybody sign a waiver and NDA.
They're trying to destroy his business, Shane.
Who is?
PTP.
Who's trying to? John?
PTP is trying to destroy J Bomber fan's business for making fun of him, calling him blind.
Oh, yeah.
These fags are trying to destroy what Whitney and I's business. Okay. John Wong says, my pitch for Gay the Orphan Annie book. Annie turned 18, got kicked out of the orphanage. Now she has no choice but to do dirty deeds to survive.
My number one advice is people need to pull their head out of their ass sometimes. And I'll be honest, as a friend of Patrick, before all this, like there was a lot of boiling points where I was like, dude, you need to think about that before you write that. You need to, I'm going to make this tweet. I was like, you should probably think about it. Yeah. Like people need to pull back before going full retard. And somebody's going to say that's Mothra. It's not. I'm asking you not to go full retard. That's all that means.
Shane, that's a threat. Down the end of the stream is very funny. It says, you are the Taylor Swift of picking ComicsGate boyfriends. That's hilarious. P. Callan says, Idiot Patrick uses a villain in his night letter. Lol.
That's true.
Hen Dean Schneely, well, I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly, says, so John was correct about the storm that hit PTP's house. Yeah. What's the question there? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Jim Bonfin says, I want to grab both cheeks now, Shane. A lot of sexual harassment heading your way, Shane.
I worry more. Hang on. I worry more about people siphoning the fun out of the live stream than somebody's feelings right now. Like this is going in a weird place. You might not see it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Battlebrook Road shipped.
Sitting around talking about how to draw a brick or a ball or write a plot diagram. Who knows? Like we'll just be doing that.
Oh wow, shipped. This is the first time I've come across a ship status.
DP says DPS is already full tard.
That's weird. I thought
at least like a half tard anyway.
Huh.
He's okay. What's the water?
Never go fully retard.
Patrick carried for CD. That's important.
I don't know. Like that would be in his head. He'd have to explain that to us. All right, let's look at the next one here. Now it's those were just jokes. These people
fulfilled
are trying to
superhero.
destroy Wits and I's business. Does it sound like anyone, by the way, to destroy?
Yeah, it sounded like me 5 fucking minutes ago. I said these are just jokes.
No, but it's like they're trying to destroy my business. He says,
Right,
by the way, if your business can be destroyed by jokes about Tampa Comic Con, like, seriously, dude, you don't
Wait,
have
when he said he carried water for CG, does that mean he's a water boy?
water head.
Dun,
No idea. Let me see.
dun, 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 dun,
Shadows No says
dun,
EBS is mad that mad creators like PTP better. Shane, I am mad about that. What the hell?
Wait, what are you mad about?
PTP, like everyone likes PTP better than me. P. Callan says the water is coming from his roof.
Oh.
Oh, the water that
Oh.
he carried.
Oh.
Being carried out. Joke's on you, Jack. It's not that small. I just come quick, says Nostra dumbass.
Fulfilled.
All right, hold on a second here. Let me see the rest of this.
All right, so that's.
All right.
Let's go to page 56.
It's always been jokes, Patrick.
I'm going to do another hour of this.
It's fine if you don't get it. That is so fucking Mark Brooks, dude.
That's like saying it's over your head or like you're just
I'm good with that. It's fine.
Like,
I get it.
No, it's kind of reinforcing, like, if you want to be smart, you'll agree with me.
Yeah. WR Winner says, catching up with drama streams, just wanted to say you were right about Eric. I was wrong. I'm sorry, EBS True North. I'm always right.
Yeah.
I'm not petty, Shane. I'm not here to just sort of say, I don't like this guy. It's personal. No, it's these people are, I'm usually right about them. All right. What does Jay Mama say here? He says, it's always been jokes, Patrick. And you guys have been making and shipping books. How has that changed your business? It's fine, Jay. You don't get it. I still love you. I don't understand. What am I missing, says Jay. There's the split of CG creators right now. Notice how Kelsey left. Notice how Kenneth isn't around. And a lot of trios images aimed at Whitney and I.
Wait, what?
And Tampa is what started it. I refuse to leave ComicsGate. It's making them go crazy.
Hang on, don't move that. A lot of trios issues aimed at Whitney and I.
Trios.
Like they're saying trios is in people?
A lot of these issues aimed at Whitney and I? A lot of trios issues? Is it these issues or those issues?
I don't. All right.
Trio meaning you, me, and
that's what I was asking. Yeah, but I mean, UCGKNEW. Whitney and I and Tampa. Tampa is what started it. I refuse to leave CG, and it's making them go crazy. So when Tampa first came up, Patrick, and again, I'm sure somebody will say that's a threat, or they'll say that's a lie. But like when Patrick first mentioned it, it was all because of Florida. Like he couldn't get into MegaCon, and he was held in, and he blamed Gabe and all this shit with Mark Brooks and whatever. Yeah. So when he got Tampa, he was like, shoot. "Why don't you and me come down and sit at my Riot Press booth?" And I'm like, "Why don't I just buy my?" And it was like I could tell he was insulted that I didn't want to sit at the Riot Press booth. Yeah, that I would just buy my own booth before sitting at his booth.
Oh shit! I did.
That's when I kind of knew that this this was about drawing attention toward his brand. It's fine if that's but if I want to get my own booth, I'm going to get my own booth. But that's when I first felt tension with Patrick and the whole
contribution placed for Black Flag,
and that worries me in a way that this is all about driving traffic.
There's a guy. What it is ain't exactly clean.
Which he does a lot with another company.
Man, I got to get this done so all my addresses are current. Freaking A, man. What a pain.
Stuff, but I'm like, and do a lot of tests, like, where's the money coming from these conventions? Toy company is at home, and I'm not here to drive traffic to
stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody, look what's going down. Wait, what? Hold on. How did I get here? Why am I on Black Flag when?
Like world renowned GeoMap. Uncle E, for those like me who are newer around these parts, can you give a nice clean
Oh, wait.
recap of this specific drama? Who are these folks? They're doing what? Please, Uncle E. All right, let me do this real quick. So this is involving a guy named Patrick Thomas Parnell, otherwise
Page
known
56.
as PTP or Party Time Patrick or PT Pusher. He's got a lot of nicknames now. Patrick is somebody who is not a ComicsGate king. We have a show called ComicsGate Kings. That's
I believe you did that. You know, that's also kind of where a lot of this started too.
That's why I'm saying this. So we got a show called ComicsGate Kings that is about people who used to work for the mainstream. Patrick really feels like he should be a ComicsGate king, and he felt left out about all that stuff, and that started a whole lot of resentment on his part. He never worked for the mainstream, really. He doesn't really belong in ComicsGate Kings. It's only for people who work for Marvel or DC or Image. He never did.
He made a couple of exceptions, though.
He feels upset because he feels like a king. Why am I not with the
I think he had Mandy on it.
He started having a whole lot of resentment. And
couple times, and
reach out,
one or two other creators
leverage influence.
a couple times.
He started to also pick weird,
but it's mainly supposed to be creators who used to work for the big
partnership, and creating a book was falling apart. And Patrick interjected himself into that for some reason, and then Gabe threatened to sue.
Used to work for one of the big two.
Anyway, Patrick has just become like a lightning rod for drama. He decided, he and others, including a guy named Biggins, we call Biggins as a code name, he decided they were going to run something called Tampa Comic Con. They were going to go to Tampa Comic Con. They were going to get a bunch of comic skaters to do a meetup there. They wanted John Miller to come. They wanted me to come. We didn't go to that, but a lot of comic skaters did.
Contribution
and they had a pretty good time, most of them. Shane didn't. Mandy didn't seem to have that great of a time.
Hang on.
The fact that Shane and Mandy had a nightmare there. Like,
oh, shoot.
Like, to them, it was like a fucking, it was a living hell. It was, it was horrible. It was dead offensive.
Oh, no.
They were like under heavy fire. They hated it. But most of the people there got high on mushrooms. Many of them did. And they went to a sex dungeon and did a live stream. Patrick took them to one of his hangouts, which was a sex dungeon in Tampa. This tickled and annoyed John Malin and others. John Malin started to make fun of them and call them the Dungeoneers, the people who went to the sex dungeon. At the same time, the people that went to the sex dungeon found bonding with each other, not bondage at all. They bonded to each other, and they really enjoyed it. They had a great time. They didn't understand why John, Shane, Mandy, they were pissing all over their good time. Because of that, they arranged themselves into a room where whenever jokes were made about the sex club dungeon Tampa, they really took offense to it. They shared the jokes, and amongst themselves, they formed an echo chamber where they began to believe that the ComicsGate Kings, some of the ComicsGate Kings, including me, Shane, and John, and Mandy, who's not really a ComicsGate King, we all hated them and were making fun of them and pissing all over their good time. They think ComicsGate should do more get-togethers and outreach and things like that. We think they should do less of them, especially at sex clubs. At least that's what John thinks. And that became the source.
So that's updated.
Now, because of this,
now let's go to Door Kickers.
He would like to expand out. He felt like so many people had a good time and became his friends and bonded to him. He thought that he should make more conventions.
Contribution
this one was pretty excited to go, but there was so much negative, like, fuck ComicsGate energy with going to more conventions that
I think I already got this fulfilled.
People that they would join up and go.
Well, I'll update my address anyway.
There needed to appear to be solidarity with it, right? Like, we're all. So this is what happened. This grew over time. For the last 6 months, the resentment over this has grown. It's festered. It's become something way worse than it ever needed to be. Where do I stand about this? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. The sex dungeon thing is funny. I like the Dungeoneer jokes. I think that these guys should do conventions if that's what they want to do. I'm in support of that. If they want to go to Las Vegas, I'm going to help as long as they're not being assholes. I'm going to promote them going to Las Vegas. Patrick, to me, went way too far. You're seeing him in these tweets here try to influence with peer pressure someone to go to this convention while signing up, just writing off us. Like, don't you understand? Like, ComicsGate is dying. People are leaving because they're coming with us. You should
Delivered.
come with us. It's really fucking gay. So that is the drama that's happening now. There are people in these rooms and people who are receiving these messages that have, quote unquote, turned state's evidence against Patrick Thomas Parnell, who would never admit that he was doing this. But now we have all of these receipts proving that he was doing this and that he was controlling a green room that was creating all of this strife. Pastor Flash says PTP sounds a lot like Lean. Well, I don't think he sounds Australian. You
know. That's unfortunate.
What do you think of that, Shane? Is that close to accurate?
Peregrine Group.
Sure.
Screwed over the editor.
I still don't understand where this begins and ends in some ways, but I think you have a really good.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
On it.
Sid the Sloth. Oh, do I look like Sid?
Okay, all right. So there's one thing though
I hadn't heard that one. That's a new one for me.
Is he still
sweet
with you and asking you for things as he's
but it makes sense considering I've got a lazy eye.
Yeah, I think so. No, this might have been right after he came and we had lunch with
so let's see. So another case for the Littlest Umbrella.
Which was the thing. The reason why that's a problem for me.
Oh man, I current on their books.
We had a conversation.
I think there may be another campaign that is still open that I haven't had a chance to back yet.
We parted on good terms. He even gave me one of his robots. Next day, backstab. Next day, immediately.
Delivered.
When I can't trust this guy. Now, people say, are you going to have a conversation with Patrick? And the answer is no. I will have a conversation with Biggins and Narwhal, Rainey, and Kelsey because they're people who probably, if I have a conversation with them, we can come to an agreement and then maybe we can settle.
Okay, Skits the Sun, Book 1, fulfilled.
Biggins' thing, by the way, was, well, yeah. Like,
nice, yeah. But, I like the way this arrived in the packaging. Like, it was packaged, shipped. Really pretty, really pretty.
If you want me to promote it, that's got to be you. You've got to fix things with ComicsGate. Come onto my live stream and talk about the show. Get people excited about it. Just like,
all right, so we got that.
Be the old Biggins. Don't be this Biggins. Be the new Biggins. I mean, be the old Biggins, not the new NU Biggins. So that's where we are with that.
Don't be the NU Biggins. Yeah, the whole new CG. That sounds goofy. In UCG, based on what little I know.
I don't know where it's going, but I'm sure it's going to leave my body. I don't know what we're thinking about. Yeah. Thinking about taking jokes, about giving out jokes.
You know what it is? It's stealing others. You and
I swear to God, what? Me and what?
Well, I really think it's like you and.
Oh, jeez.
The two of you.
Oh my gosh. I love all the clips of the music, but on my small channel, I could easily get hit with demonetization. Well, I don't earn anything on my channel, but I could be hit with demonetization or copyright strikes. Maybe I shouldn't be so concerned about copyright strikes. I just can't afford to get hit with too many copyright claims. I mean, channel claims.
That's all this should be.
Yes,
exactly.
That's
the private rooms thing is fucking sabotage. It's dirtworm. It's everything.
Right.
Naming them out. Naming them out. Naming them out.
I might be misquoting, but I'm pretty sure he said, "Yeah, that makes sense."
So we want to go to page 57.
Because the problem isn't what's being said. The problem is sensitivity levels.
Yeah, everyone's so.
I mean, like,
dang.
These people are more sensitive than a
super sensitive. That makes no sense. People need to be.
Hold on a second. Let me.
People need to take a joke.
Let's read more of this nonsense.
Make humor great again.
All right. So you should join. Show this tab. It's fine.
Phantom
I just
Volume
chiming in there
1.
once in a while, and I'm not
That's
sure
pretty
if you're
sweet.
gonna be
I gotta reach out
this
to
is
him
how Mark Brooks
and find out if
tries to get,
he's
like,
releasing
CD
Volume
songs.
2 anytime
He tries
soon.
to slide up in there and go, I don't know, but you know,
Oops.
I don't know,
Come on now.
man. But it's cool, it's fun. I get it, but
Eudaimonia number 2 from Town to Trench.
Like trying to influence other men, you know what I mean? Trying to peer pressure other men into seeing things your way and acting like a bitch.
Oops, shoot. I didn't want to open it in the new window. New tab.
Got kicked out of it was John made a joke. You know, like, look at Shane just sitting there, and I'm not saying anything, and they're tagging me. How can you just sit there as John makes a joke? And I'm like,
you just do it.
I don't more that I was laughing at it.
But it's fine. I just see you chiming in there once in a while. I'm not sure if you're trying to be a dick or be funny, but those guys are not my friends anymore. They burned me. You don't understand. They're trying to destroy Whitman.
Mary boy.
Jay goes, all right, let's say they're trying to destroy you. Would making sex dungeon jokes be the best way to do it? I mean, jokes can't hurt if you laugh with them. This is a lesson everybody needs to learn.
There you go.
The ass mad you are about jokes when they're at your expense, the more the jokes are going to keep coming.
Yeah.
He says, plus, I would not even have known any of this drama if people didn't DM me. Hello? Until recently, I thought this was for fun, like the grab ass thing or the steroids thing. This is not as fun as the game of grab ass.
No, so basically,
Patrick, this is not as fun as the game of grab ass.
Yeah. That's gay. No, but you missed a very weird thing he just said there. He's like, the jokes are fun when they're at other people's expense, not when they're at mine.
Oh, I see.
There's a hypocrisy there. It's funny when Shane's ass is getting grabbed by Jay Bomba, but not when it's a joke at my expense. Oh no, me and Whitney's business. It's like
no one's attacking him or his wife's business. Contribution please. Contribution please. And then we got
business with words. You understand your business needs to be able to withstand criticism and people mocking it.
Well, this was already fulfilled. I'll update my address anyway.
People have been pissing all over McDonald's and their shitty food for like fucking decades. They're still here, Shane.
I feel like I'm a McDonald's on here. Like I'm just sitting here thinking, what would John say right now? What would
John say? They did a movie called Super Size Me. They're trying to destroy my business.
They were, though.
Well, yes, they were. And where's McDonald's right now?
They're still there. You know what's weird that you bring that up? Tangent. So because of that documentary, McDonald's introduced fruit to the kids' meal and brought salad. The whole menu of salad. You can go in there and order 8 salads. I went there the other day. I was like, I want a chicken salad. They're like, we don't have salads anymore. It's like, motherfuckers, you wrote it out.
Oh,
you wrote
man.
It out, and you got right back to where you were.
Because that's not what people go to McDonald's for.
I know, but they weathered it. They didn't shut down. They was like, we'll put some fucking salads on the menu. You want your lettuce? Fine, motherfucker. Supersize it. I mean, you don't supersize for meals anymore. We'll put apples in the kids' meal. Today, you can't buy a salad at McDonald's. Why? Because the burgers are that good.
I wouldn't say that.
Burgers. I mean, you go to McDonald's.
The burgers are crap.
Salty,
they taste good, but they.
I want.
Well, actually, more or less, they taste kind of good, but.
French fries are unbeatable.
Well, I don't know about that. Their fries aren't anywhere near as good as they used to be. When they changed the oil, they used to. I think they used to fry in beef tallow, and now they use this either a corn oil or some like environmental friendly crap. They're not as good as they used to be.
One fucking bite. Right. So good, man.
Eudaimonia number 2.
When you sit there and go, their food isn't healthy. So
delivered.
That's people go there for that food. That's why they go there.
Now I didn't mean to derail on McDonald's. You got way off on McDonald's.
Well, it goes to the point that if you have a good product and a good business, so I'm not worried about people are trying to ruin my Cyberpunk business. Cyberpunk's going to sell. I don't care. Like people can talk shit, but they must acquit.
All right.
Because
Mary
it's not
Boy's
a growth
fulfilled.
business, no
Yep.
matter what. It's just great. It's good. I'm not worried about it. If your business can be destroyed by somebody making fun of it,
And it's not strong to begin with.
It needs to be destroyed.
So
it's no good.
There's like a paranoia here.
Contribution
That,
place for door kickers. I'm pretty sure that was
important, but do you remember
fulfilled.
It was when the omnibus didn't launch. When was that?
Contribution place.
When was that? I don't.
Does anybody in the chat know? Let's assume it's before this. Let's just assume it's before this, which I'm pretty sure it is. This is not as fun as a game of grab ass. They are 100% trying to ruin us 1,000%. 1,000%. Okay. 1,000%.
Where does he get the idea that they're trying to ruin him?
I believe this is a little bit of like I don't know what I would call it, like healthy paranoia that a lot of people are at it in his business for that CG stream.
All I want to do is a zoom, zoom, zoom with a boom,
You know
boom.
what Norwell said to me about this? Because
All I want to do is a zoom, zoom, zoom with a boom, boom.
He says, all they do in there, he's like, I got to get away from them. They stoke paranoia. It's just paranoia, constant paranoia.
Yeah, I was away from the paranoia, Narwhal. Like, but this is a thing. Like, this isn't about. I don't think any of us are sitting around thinking, how do we destroy PPP? Like, look, I mean, he's kind of out there
destroying himself.
Because self-fulfilling prophecies kind of out here, like
contribution place, Samurai and Dinosaurs first printing, leftovers. I'm pretty sure that was fulfilled too.
And still to this day, I mean, I drew him a cover. I stopped
contribution place.
Do a cover, then finish up Starlight Cats. For John, for his Johnny Phantasm thing. I mean, I want him to do as well as he can. I have no interest in Patrick not doing well. We did Ballers with Patrick, hoping that it would help his channel. He was struggling with the channel, and it was like, we'll rotate around. And I mean, it's not like we're going to get PPP subs. I mean, if anybody was benefiting, it was the smallest channel, which was his. So, this pains me because this is a guy I've tried to help out a lot, and even in the room, he told me to piss off. Yeah.
What the hell?
I did you a cover and you told me to piss off. I have an opinion on a con that I just don't want to go to.
It's stoner brain, in his opinion. Stoner
probably, brain. But I mean, I'm not a stoner, so that's not my problem. We're not on the same level on that. Like, whatever the fuck that is.
Page 58.
I'm not dealing with that. I don't.
I'm going to be working on this for another half hour, approximately. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Finatra, long time no see.
He likes Miller to you?
Yeah. Good to see you catching up with CG. Cheers to a great 2024. Good to see you, Finatra. Long time no see. I gotta catch your stream some more. I consume far too much content these days that I don't spend any time on my own channel. It's trying to find a balance. Cheers to a great 2024. Hey, Happy New Year, man. I hope you had a great one.
In front of everybody, pissing in the pool. Fucking people are in the pool and you're pissing on the people in the pool. Yeah, you can't do that.
While I work on projects like this, it's easier if I'm listening to something like a live stream in the background. And it seems like people, to a certain extent, like drama.
He was like, well, you're a pussy if you don't.
My streams are degenerate, you're fine. Yeah, but part of it is part of whether or not I hang out. It depends on who you have as panelists.
All it is. I mean, you go out here and you.
I like most people, but there are certain people that I guess rub me the wrong way. So I have trouble sitting in on streams with certain people. I don't want to corrupt you. Hey, are you doing? Are you still doing CG homes?
No, like Mike to me. Like
you don't like TJ? TJ sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Is TJ the actual username in YouTube? Let me pause this. is TJ actually the his username, or is that his initials instead of a screen name? Yeah, City of CG. Are you still doing that? That was one of my favorite things to watch and listen to on your channel. That, and when you're composing a new song, like when you were composing that all you need is one with Witten and Captain Chokeout. I like watching the creative process and seeing how you mix tracks. Um, I I don't know if it even still works on my computer, but I have this program on my Mac called GarageBand, and I keep telling myself I'm going to play with it, but I haven't in ages. City skylines. I still have the city. So many people that I don't see anymore in the chat. Oh, hmm. La-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. La-la-la-la-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. La-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun. Page 58. All I want to do is zoom, zoom, zoom with a boom, boom. Wait, is this 58? It is 58. All right. Yet another one of my backings for Peregrine Wings of the Falcon. I was so pumped and excited about this, but there was so much drama with that team later down the road. It was bad. And unfortunate. Dun, 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 dun. I mentioned it, I think, during my unboxing of Peregrine. As far as I know, I got everything promised. It's just it took forever to get it fulfilled because of the guys who were responsible for it. Oops, wrong place. Gotta remember to move my focus. Focus, focus. Hang on, hang on. Na, 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 na. Captain Love. I wonder. Oh man, that's another one I have to follow up on. I want to make sure I'm current on that. This is for chapter 1. I wonder what chapter he's on. I think he's got to be at least on 3 or 4. I think he said at one point that it wasn't catching on as fast as he hoped it would, but it takes time. You don't want to let it drag you down. I'm teaching myself how to play guitar and bass guitar so I can make songs with live elements. Yeah, nothing much else though. Oh man. Yeah, that's another thing. I've always thought about teaching myself guitar and using those training modules. One time we picked up that, what is his name? Emilio Cordion, or, well, I think it might have been part of one of those As Seen on TV packages where you get a DVD collection of training modules teaching you how to use a guitar. But it's like I never get around to it. I keep getting distracted by other projects that I want to get done. But I don't know. I like the sound of electric guitar, but I much prefer acoustic. I like the sound of it more than that of an electric. Excuse me. So, I mean, my family still has an acoustic guitar, but it's back in California, and I don't know. Maybe one of my next visits, I'll pick it up and take it back here. Yeah, I do like acoustic. Excuse me. I kind of wish I learned how to use it, uh, learn how to play at least an instrument back in high school. So because that was supposed to be popular with the ladies, musicians, uh, and also back in high school, I was really hankering to play the sax, but then I never made the move. Instead, I pursued art. I was one of those nerdy people who was into art and math and languages. Bass hurts my old fingers. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but with bass, aren't they like steel strings? And don't you have to strum a lot harder? Sexy phone. Yeah, yeah. Um, isn't that? Yeah. I love the look of the sax, and I think because I'm full of hot air that I would be good at blowing. No, that might get cut. Uh, that might get clipped. Big strings. Yeah. It takes considerable more effort to, strum them, right? Uh, but do you still use guitar picks with electric guitars or bass guitars, or do you use your fingers or grow out your fingernails so they're rock hard? Welcome everyone to the stream. Oh, you don't strum. So, what is the term for guitarists when you're using either electric or bass? I use a pick if I'm recording, so it will be on time. Oh, hey, Fanacha, are you one of those people who can tune a guitar by sound, by ear? Are you like one of those naturally gifted people who can tune it without a physical meter or device or whatever? Da, 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 da. This is kind of cool, man. I kind of tone deaf now. Uh, 4 people in the chat. Please hit the like button if you would, even if you find I'm boring, or you could hit the dislike button. Either way, appreciate you. I have horrible pitch detection. So, if you're kind of tone deaf, how do you make your music work? I mean, it's awesome what you come up with. I mean, of course, not all of them can be winners, but I do like a great deal of your stuff. What's cool is that, and this doesn't happen often, but it's nice it's happening now, and hopefully I don't jinx it. There's 2 people watching from uh, YouTube and 2 people from Twitch, so appreciate it. I don't know what to do about Twitch, speaking of which. I want to continue using it and broadcasting to it. And in order to make effective use of Twitch, it seems like it's better to actually dive in and jump in the water of Twitch, if you will. I don't want to say drown yourself in it. If it makes sense, use the platform natively instead of using an app to broadcast out to multiple platforms at once. So you're exclusively, for example, using Twitch. because it's got all these features and whatnot. You can do raids of other channels and take your followers out at the end of your stream to another channel to give them support. And you've got all these big set of emojis and its own version of is it technically fall under monetization, excuse me, when you have things like bits and cheers. But I heard some, let's see, I feel it. This is not a rehearsal. Oh yeah, I went and jinxed it. I lost a viewer. Excuse me. Oh, from YouTube at that. Wow. So anyway, this is not a rehearsal. Try it again with feeling. I feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Everybody around the world can sing. But now I'm learning music theory so I can have the fundamentals to help me. Nice. Can you write your own music as well? Or is that part of what you're learning in music theory? I don't know if it includes learning how to physically write the music with the clefs and the. I once, when I was in high school, I almost joined choir because I like to sing karaoke and stuff. And one of the instructors actually thought it would be a good idea to, they would welcome me trying out because of my deeper voice. And I don't know. I keep mixing up the terminology in music. I don't know if I'm considered a baritone or baritone, alt. So, oh man, what are the other terms? I keep defaulting to baritone, thinking that might represent the deeper levels of the voice. I'm learning slowly. Hey, proud of you, man. Hey, what's important is that you're learning. It said that when humans learn, it's opening new pathways, making new connections to other cells in your brain that are not normally used. And the majority of people throughout their lifetime only use something like 5 or 12% of their brain's capacity. So anything you can do to learn every day is only going to benefit you and make you more, not only give you experience, but also give you a more centered, grounded perspective and what do I want to say? Not so certain it's really the right term, but a worldly sort of view. But it opens up your mind. And when you start connecting more neural pathways, um, it builds up your knowledge, your repertoire. Yes, I'm aware of that study. Discipline. Yeah. Yep. One of my challenges that I've always had with being a YouTuber or a small content creator, is consistency. And that's something I'm hoping to change in 2024. I was doing decently in 2019 and 2020 when I first started, but then I fell off the wagon and I don't know if you classify it as like a depression, but I was like spending a lot of time trying to keep up in politics and where the world is going, the direction the world is going, and all that stuff. Plus, uh, that was like, I don't want to say that caused me to do it, but I think I chose to kind of dump more of my time into watching my favorite content creators, my favorite streamers and fellow streamers, on YouTube. For those of you who don't know, I haven't owned a TV since for like the last 8 or 10 years. It got to a point at which TV was mostly garbage, and they advertise what, thousands of channels, yet it's hard to find anything good to watch because of the crap Hollywood spews. And half the channels are multiple versions of themselves. So you'll have like 5 MTVs, 5 Telemundos. Uh, Half the stuff is in Spanish, which I don't know. Trying to learn that, believe it or not. But speaking of building neural pathways and discipline and learning in general, one of the things I'd like to do is spend more time learning languages. So obviously, I'm fluent in English. I am. Um, um, I studied 3 years of French. I wish I almost did four, but I didn't think to go into languages during my freshman year in high school, so I didn't start until sophomore year. Um, but I did 3 years of French, but without staying up on my correspondences, I kind of lost some of my knowledge and fluency. But besides French, I want to brush up on French. I want to learn Japanese, Spanish, Cantonese, Mandarin, and then if I can get those down, probably try Italian and German. Politics is depressing. Yeah, it is. I've had no TV since 2014. When I was working for a company, man, was it back in 2004? I had a coworker. We used to commute to work together, and one of his proudest uh, accomplishments is being TV free for decades. He was what you'd call an audiophile, so he was all about high quality audio, um, high quality audio, and he set up his home to have high level equipment. He listened to. I don't think he had that big of a cassette collection. He might have, but I think he focused on LPs and radio. Um, the like public radio and CD-ROMs. But like he'd get the fancy speakers. He'd have the multi-deck setup. We had a small multi-deck setup at one point, and it was pretty sweet. Uh, he gets the fancier, higher quality headphones, um, so you can just let yourself be taken away into this zone of beautiful music. I think if I remember, I think he listened to a lot of acoustics and instrumentals. But he was real cool to hang out with. I've had no TV since 2014. 10 years, I haven't watched any TV except YouTube. Yeah, I mean, even if I go to family members and friends' houses, I don't watch TV. I don't have a desire to. And, I called it out early. I didn't call it out publicly, but when I cut the cord from satellite and cable TV and streaming was becoming a thing, I knew at that point it was just going to be the same thing over again, just in digital format. The streaming wars led to multiple companies releasing their own streaming service. And you knew damn well that in order to get the content you're interested in, each of the providers had their own little pocket of content that you were interested in. And it was going to turn into the very same thing as cable TV. You got a buttload of crap out there. You got some good content if you search for it. And then you're paying for multiple services. And before you know it, the bill ends up the same. And I might do a video on it, come to think of it. One of the funny realizations I came to when I visited some family a couple of years ago, they actually had some subscription services, so I figured I'd check it out, see what it was like. And the experience was less than desirable. On one hand, it was nice that I was able to see some of the content that I would not necessarily have been able to see easily. Um, um, so I saw a number of movies, but then what was kind of odd is that it felt like I was spending more of my time browsing through the menus, browsing through the content, trying to find something that looks interesting or worth watching. And half the time I couldn't find anything. I was spending so much time just browsing menus. Um, and of course, I was always looking for the stuff that was free or that was already on the platform. And like, I think they even had Disney Plus. No, they didn't have Disney Plus. They had some other service. But I think it might have been whatever service that the smart TV came with. And what was weird is, I guess it was a partnership or something, because their menu system also had a whole section on Disney movies. Anything from the Marvel stuff to the Star Wars stuff to some of the Disney based content. And it was all paid for. So in order to watch any of it, you had to subscribe to Disney Plus. So it was like cross promotion, I guess, on other platforms. So it was like advertising. And of course, I always gravitated toward all the free stuff and the stuff that was on the platform already. Problem with streaming is all the content is ultimately controlled by those companies. So, as you've heard in the news as of late, is becoming commonplace. Even on like PlayStation Network, there was news that they removed content that was previously on there. Or was it certain games? Can't remember. I'd have to look up the story again. But they got into a bunch of hot water about that. But was it Disney or Netflix who were behind the scenes? I think it was Disney. deleting some of the content, and it was content that was already quote unquote purchased by their viewership, right? So you might have such and such movie on your movie collection, and if you didn't, keep track of it, Disney might have behind the scenes removed that from your list. So it being digital, they control everything behind the scenes, what's showing, what's not, and then that's one of the reasons I'm a huge proponent and supporter of physical media. I have a big DVD collection. I've got a big audio CD collection. The main drawback is it takes a lot of space. Yeah, but if you really, oh, hold on. If you really wanted to, you could actually I don't know if the feature is still in iTunes, but one of the biggest things when iTunes was all the rage is that you'd take your audio CDs, pop it in the computer, and rip it to digital format. Rip it into a digital file collection, and then you could maintain your entire music library on your computer. I had that set up, and even if iTunes stopped that trend, there's tons of other alternatives on the web that still do it. I haven't kept up. Yeah, man, Duolingo app is good to learn foreign languages. I played a lot of video games. Yep, Disney did. Good to catch up with you. Have a good day, man. Hey, good to catch up with you too. So good to see you. Rock on, man. Keep up the good work. Speaking of Duolingo, they got caught under fire. They got in their own hot water. Duolingo, it was learned. I think they fired a bunch of staff, and they're starting to go in the direction of using AI to make their training modules instead of live people, live talent. And that's like just the wrong way to go. So everyone's scurrying around trying to find alternative platforms. I think there's one called Bushu, another one called. I should put together a list actually, because I want to keep up with what people are using for learning languages. I know that Babbel is supposed to be one, but I heard that Babbel also uses AI, and I just don't agree with that. I don't think that's the way to go for language learning, um, because AI won't necessarily be able to differentiate between contexts. Like with Japanese, for example, there's slight differences between the two forms of Japanese, and how you phrase things can vary. And also with language learning, um, sometimes it's hard to detect the intention. All right. Well, I lost half my audience already. I lost all my YouTube audience. Oh my gosh. I am down to just Twitch now. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. You're the survivor. I'm a survivor. You know what? I think I'll go an extra half hour because I want to get a few more of these entries plugged in on my spreadsheet, and I'll turn back on the drama.
Like became Mike, and then he betrayed me ultimately. But this is like, the thing about Mike is I would show him this image. I go, hey, Mike. You know what I mean? I'd be like, hey, Mike. And he'd get really upset. I'm like, it's just trees, dude. You know what I mean? That's just a tree. I don't know what you're upset about.
64 ounces.
Like,
but this
really
is water right now.
Like, don't show that.
I'm trying to take a break
like,
from coffee.
It's a tree, dude. I'd be like, hey, Mike, you want to work out? And he'd be like, oh, dude. He'd be like, disgusting, fuck you. Why, Mike? What's the problem? What's the problem, Mike? And he could never tell me what the problem was.
For context,
I'd be like, hey, Mike,
he's showing images.
Like today? You know what I mean?
He's showing images
and he'd be like,
that by themselves look like normal stuff, but
cloud,
they coincidentally
like,
resemble
hey, Mike, are you going to Phoenix Comic-Con?
a part of the male
I can't
anatomy.
wait to see you at Phoenix Comic-Con, Mike.
The schlong.
So I think this stuff in the DMs hits us at two different levels. So you see it as like, I can't believe this is underhanded. Look at this, whatever shit. To me, I'm like, what is their destination with this?
Oh, right. I got to finish page 58.
Like, where are they hoping this leads for them? Like, what's in it at the end of this?
Yeah.
Delivered.
I don't know what their goal is. Their goal is failure. All right, so here we go. Here is Patrick Thomas Parnell. I see you choose. It was awesome being friends with you.
Choose.
Our lives became friends.
Choose.
You're buying into it. I wish you good luck. Did you turn on Biggins too? Shane, this is so fucking good.
All right, so replicator fulfilled.
You see this, Shane? How do you react to this?
Fulfilled.
You're not hurting just me. You're not hurting one person. You're not breaking one person's heart. You're breaking Biggins.
Yeah.
Breaking his heart.
And your wife.
And your wife.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
And you're hurting your wife. It was nice being with you.
Fulfilled.
Enjoyed our really genuine friendship. We were real friends, and it was awesome. But I'm gonna not be your friend anymore because
I don't understand. This part I don't get. Like, if he was really his friend, wouldn't he just be his friend? Like, wouldn't he make him? I mean,
seriously,
friends that
Shane is so based.
Get, like, I don't know, friends in between friends. Like, I'm not friends with my friends. Every friend. You get what I'm saying? Like, they have friends that I never meet. Like, I don't understand this, like, division of friends. Like, just be fucking Jay's friend. And if Jay's friends with Ethan or whoever that you don't like, what's the problem?
Okay, Metal Militia hardcover graphic novel. Fulfilled.
Did you turn? Yeah, it's all pressure. It's all stupid peer pressure. J-Bomb says, I said what I will continue to say. If there is an issue, get it to issue. You don't have to sit down and come to an understanding. And if that can't happen, respectfully stay in your own lanes. All this didn't need to be on a live stream or done out in public. I was planning to go to both cons. We were excited, but after watching your stream yesterday, including the previous streams and all the DMs, I've had enough. There have been so many red flags, Patrick, and only one side has been attempting to get me on theirs. That's you guys. The passive aggression, the underhanded comments, the ComicsGate Las Vegas post, all this turned me. I have no grievance against you or Biggins. I urge y'all to work this out and stop this nonsense. What do you think of that?
Jay Obama seems like a reasonable guy.
I mean, Jay's being sensible, and this is a fan pleading for somebody to quit gay shit. I'm a little concerned, though. This throws back to your conversation with Biggins. So Biggins thought C2E2 was against no.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get off into that too much. And then here they're going up, people saying you need to pick a con.
Right. Yeah.
But
no one needs to pick a con.
Has a date yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't see, like, according, and I wasn't part of the conversation. I'm just going by what you said on the live stream. But, like, It actually
Keep
seems to
rocks,
reverse.
attack and roll. Keep rocks,
Like it seems like
attack
they're
and roll.
against C2E2.
Another case for the little
Like,
umbrella.
and it seemed like those two had a scream against the C2E2 con. Like, not. I don't know. Like reading this and from what you said, those things. I don't know. I don't even really care. You're asking me what I think. I'm like a little curious about that.
I'll show you one more message. This one is
Another
the gayest
backing
thing
of
I've ever
Peregrine.
seen in my life. I'll save it for last.
Shoot. I think I backed it like
But
5
this is
times.
after Obama said what he just said. Again, this is Patrick's response.
They're saying in the chat that con doesn't even have a date yet. This is a lot of drama for a goddamn con that doesn't have a date.
Yeah. This is so gay, dude. I don't know if I can do this.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Gay?
No, I believe you can get through it. I didn't say you'd be gay.
By the end of it, you might end up gay.
Just figure out what you think. No, I'm saying like I don't have the time dates of all these things to line up to say who thinks what, who made who what. That's the fucked up thing too. Oh, you made me feel this way. You made me think that way. It's like it's just all manipulation shit. And
The Fandom Minutes, Volume 1, A Fandom
it's
Betrayed.
Like, I'm not out here telling anybody not to go to a fucking con, and I'm sure shit not DMing people not to go to a fucking con. Like, the fuck is this?
So this is so J Obama said all this. He said, "Work this out. You know, listen, I'm tired of this."
Delivered.
Patrick comes back with this. UTP. We've been trying to get you on our side because you're our friend, goofball. You'll see. Try to make friends with Ethan and Sean and see how they treat you.
There shouldn't be any sides other than CG versus mainstream comics. Big two, mainly. And SJWs.
Fucking throw up. That is the fucking gayest fucking shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And this is worse than DC. This is worse than anything I've ever seen Mark Brooks say. This is
worse than DC? Oh my gosh.
I don't even know how to describe this. This is gay. This is this is a girl
fulfilled.
Saying, date me instead of them. Would they blow you in a movie theater?
He didn't say that, did he?
This is the gayest thing. We've been trying to get you on our side.
No,
our friend.
That wasn't little. That was joking.
Try to make friends with Ethan and John. See how they treat you. We're not going to make friends with you, Jay. We'll just be nice to you.
Yeah,
See if
really.
they go out to dinner with you. See if they'll share drinks with you. See if their wives will become friends with your wives.
The closest is going to be like internet friends.
Man?
It's hard to develop true friendships unless you make constant effort over time. So Chrono Mechanics retrofit fulfilled.
Shit and disgusting and problematic.
Oh wow!
It's manipulative.
It says fulfilled.
You know, I mean.
Oh, the address, the shipping information is totally gone.
I mean, it's almost like somebody trying to sell you Amway or some shit. I don't know. It's just it's.
So I'll put
like it's
empty or blank.
Right.
Just put blank.
My wife, like your wife. Okay, what's that got? Why can't he why can't he like watch your stream or pop on your stream
fulfilled
or go to what he wants to? Like
old address.
This is weird. Like, why not just share the customer base? Like, why not work together? Like, I'm not understanding this shit. I'm actually more and more concerned about the people in that room. Like, do they know he's doing this? Does he do this?
Show you some stuff.
No, I know.
I got 50 pages.
Fulfilled.
500 pages, I should say. 500 pages.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this book.
Pages of images from that room.
The Fandom Menace volume.
I can show you some shit.
But where's that going with this? What is he hoping to achieve? Like, kind of pull customers to him and away from you? I mean, he's obviously trying to poison the well.
Right. He's trying to say, he's trying to use, like, Like, he's trying to say, look, it's going to be personal with us. You don't have to, like, this is the thing. Like, all we're saying to Jay is, you like our show? Cool. Stay in the audience, watch the show. You like our comics? Great. Buy the comics. Every now and then, like, Jay Bomb is allowed on the show. Like, we bring him under. He's a guest commentator on the show.
So
like,
page 60. We're getting there.
Like Jay.
I got 72 pages to go through. 5.
Friendship. I'll be nice, you know. Friendship is a whole different scenario here. It's so personal. 5 books per page. Share drinks with him, like my arm wrapped around his. I'm not going to do that. He's never going to meet Andrea. We're never going to meet his wife, probably. This is just a comic book club. Yeah, really. You know what I mean, it's not a sex cult. Yeah, that's the thing. My wife's walking here.
Yeah, it kind of reads like that, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it does read like that. There's a lot of just like, you're going to get warmth and friendship from us, and it might listen, you know, angle ourselves into your life in a slimy way. So that sounds creepy. So that you're not, you know, buying their comic books, you're buying our comic books. In about 15 minutes, I got to head out and run an errand. That's why I have these alarms set. Let me see. Well, Jordan, I told you this was sick. PTP giving off Kevin Spacey cult leader vibe. Kevin Spacey cult leader. Oh, damn. I don't like it.
You know, I advise everybody, anybody in ComicsGate, sell your personality, sell your comic. You know, like those two things don't like start selling like personal meetups and lives or whatever, or dinners. I mean, it's like if you're comic, you should be selling comics. Yep. Like I know
we're selling here. We're not selling intimacy. You know, if you think you're coming here for intimacy, you're in the wrong place. Intimacy. Oh man. We're just making comics. Anybody who's trying to sell you personal intimacy here, it's so slimy, it's so creepy. Does it come with like a back rub with sensual oils? Like, what are you talking about? We're just trying to sell you comic books and entertain you on YouTube. Like, this is real fucking bizarre.
Yeah, the Grim Reaper 2. But it's a way to get around your shitty comic, though.
Oh my god, dude.
I should have said that. Wooden Shot. Somebody's going to say that was a threat. Wooden Shot said... Wooden Shot said Shane's personality is on clearance.
What? Yeah. More lethal. Contribution placed. I think I got this book. Contribution placed.
From people who are enjoying this and disagree with me about all my assessments. Travis Park says BTP is his own worst enemy. Crusader Joe goes, goofball. Victor says, you guys made millions for DC. Narwhal, PTP. I think Narwhal's a really talented creator. I really do. PTP not so much, but I agree. Really do think Narwhal has talent. Yeah. And he could make it, you know. He's just
I think Narwhal's a talented creator.
Yeah.
And that is not a threat.
It's not a threat. Victor says Mike never presents poor artists like PTP, Narwhal. Mike never who's Mike? Mike Smiller? Yaltra Costa says, sounds like Shane wants you to send him McDonald's.
No, it doesn't.
Jay Bomber says, grab ass, I almost lost it. Chris Topher says, I'm pretty sure the PTP left Whitney for Biggins. Wasn't the Hit Omnibus part of this as well, says Old Man Yelling the Clouds.
That's, I don't know. Like, this kicked it off in the high season for sure, but like, you know, Patrick had his issues before that.
Yeah, like this all happened in
Cyberfront 2 Red Planet.
Patrick got
fulfilled
involved with Gabe El-Taib and David Williams and their creative difficulties. Like he intervened in that and got threatened with a lawsuit. And by the way, we stood up for him about that. I said, Gabe, don't you threaten to sue any comic skater. Don't you do that, especially not for some gay like this. So we actually stood up for Patrick about that. And then the Pit Omnibus
Cyberfrog
happened. And the Pit Omnibus was really weird.
Unforgettable
Like,
Tales.
I think Patrick and
1 and
Whitney
2.
were really hoping that that was going to be a big boon for their business. They were going to publish it and, you know, have their label on it maybe. They were going to make some money from it. And they were really counting on it. And then somebody got in Del Keown's ear and told him, looking at one of these anonymous accounts, I know what the account is. I point him out on Twitter. I don't know who he is. But got in Del Keown's ear and said, these guys are sleazeballs. We're going to rip you off. And Dale was drunk when that happened, and he called the whole thing off, like, right before it was going to launch.
Oh, shit.
It was really stuck like it was a problem. Like, it stuck in that balloon.
I woke up with my phone going off and them in the back room, because we had the stream set up to launch. So, like, I kind of heard it all go down, like, you know, and play out, whatever. And then the following day, he did that stream. Like, I would say this isn't Tampa. I would say a lot of this goes back to
are you actively seeking support from interested backers?
What I've seen and what I've heard.
I don't presently have a
like,
current Indiegogo campaign. I'm still working on my book.
And keep in mind,
it's going to be a while. Thanks for asking, Israel.
The anti-CD trademark stream, all that stuff, all that bashing in that one.
I'm going through campaigns that I've backed. I'm trying to build a spreadsheet to keep track of all this.
Even Kelsey's like, I'm gonna have to stab somebody. Like, everybody's like, everybody's upset, everybody's mad. It's like, this happened before Tampa. That's why I'm confused with the conversation with Biggins. But Biggins feels that's the issue, then I would say I disagree. I think it happened before then, because why was everybody so upset going into Tampa?
Yeah, I mean, the Pit Omnibus thing must have been the beginning of, like, you know, when you're counting on, like, chunk of change, you know what I mean? You're like, I'm expecting this business deal, and then it falls through. That kind of makes you a little mental, you know what I mean? And I don't know for sure. I'm just speculating here.
John's in the chat. He says his Kickstarter boycott triggered Patrick early on. That was another thing too. Patrick Glenn Toys wanted to do the Kickstarter, and the boycott Patrick didn't like at all. And like I'll confess to that. I think John is right on that from what I remember.
7 Legions.
And the problem is,
hold on, let me double check
John's
something.
opinion on Kickstarter is problematic for Patrick. Well, then let's make John the enemy. You know, I can see that happening.
Yeah, I can too. You know, I like making John the enemy.
But here's the thing: if you want to go to Kickstarter, that's fine.
That's totally up to you. If you want to go to Kickstarter,
people shouldn't look to John for approval. Yeah, like that's asking John for like an approval of an.
That's right. It's all about how you feel about John. Like, if you're John's friend, if you profess to be John's friend, you don't go to Kickstarter out of loyalty to him. And he's just like, you know, you guys would like boycott Bud Light out of some fucking corporate, like, political fucking, you know, problem with trans people. You're quick to boycott. You'll hold that boycott against Bud Light. But you're not going to boycott Kickstarter. You're a part of ComicsGate. You're not going to boycott Kickstarter on behalf of me, your friend, and like all the other ComicsGaters who were kicked off of that platform. That's interesting. It's an interesting kind of like, what does it cost to be part of ComicsGate? You know what I mean? What is the price?
I pay $50 a month.
$50. Let's go.
$50.
$50. Oh no! Hold on. Oh shit! Oh shit! I lost my place. Shoot! Damn it!
You see, sorry.
Trying to find where I left off.
I'm Steve King, and you felt left out about all that stuff, and that started.
Feels so sure.
and then it falls through.
I remember.
Like, what does it cost to be part of ComicsGate? You know what I mean? What is the point?
I've got $50 a month.
$50. Let's go. By the way, oh
I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. So it's easy to pretend. And I'm not a fool. Should known better than to treat a friend. Waste this chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Well, shit, come on, man. Stop playing that. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get copyright strike.
Yeah, but it's only men massaging. It's just Jay Bama massaging everybody. Nobody wants that.
Gentleman says, I launched my comic strip and I sent the link to EBS on X. I'll retweet it if it's good. I'll retweet it anyway. Counter Gentleman says it's called grunge. I'll pay attention for that. Yashima Toru says PTP has been stewing well before the Pit Omnibus.
That's true. Like I don't figuring out where this is and
so where did it start?
I don't care. I mean, if somebody again, like I don't think people have to like each other to get along and do business here. Like I think that's a misconception. Yeah. I mean, how you worked in comics for how long? Did everybody like each other that worked on the book? 9 times out of 10, not.
You were lucky to get a job, and you had to work with whoever they assigned you to work with. Now, some people, like I could every now and then choose who I was going to get to work with, but a lot of times they'd call you up and say, you're going to be working on this book with this person. I'd be like, who? It didn't matter. I had to work on it. How it is.
No, but but that is the thing here, and you're seeing it in these DMs and stuff. Is
all right, 7 legions fulfilled.
You gotta be IRLs. You know, it's like it's not how comics are really made. I don't know if everybody thinks you're hanging out in the bullpen like in the old Marvel comics.
Yeah, that's not how it really works.
Well, no, that should never work. That was made up. There was
never a bullpen.
Yeah.
You got to see Patrick's burning out when, like, he found out that we had infiltrated his room. That is incredible. That is some of the most dynamic burglary that I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, because he attacks and accuses people in the room. Out themselves, and then he figures out that whoever the mole is isn't going to say, yeah, it's me, guys. I'll leave. You know,
he said, if you're the mole, could you kindly leave? And he leaves. Like, dude, it's like a bunch of people. It's
Xenotype #1 Dreamcatcher contribution placed.
Share it. Pull it up. Share
I'm pretty sure I got that.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it is pretty funny. Let me see some super chats here. I exclusively buy cash grab comics for the intimacies of Cyberhome. Michael Clan says, Hail Shane, CG should just not care what PTT does or says. We're doing great without those soy burgers.
But that's the thing. You would think we're doing our thing. We're in our lane, doing whatever. And, like, we're actually, like, it's kind of like what's happening in New York City with the tunnel. You know, it's, like, right beneath us. We have no idea.
Well, that's what I told Biggins. I said, you don't see yourself as one of these people tunneling under CG, do you? You see yourself as a lion, like, on a hilltop. Oh, like Colin Biggins. Like, he's like, yeah, I think that kind of made things kind of clear for him. You don't want to be like a Durworm, you know. Why aren't we talking about how Biggins just put ComicsGate in his back pocket, says Christian Jonathan. You think he did that? I'm not sure if that's how it is.
Put it in his back pocket? Is that what he said?
Let's see here. People want like Biggins punished for this.
Xenotype.
As well. Why is it never great pros against you? I don't know. If you can't, thank you, Victor. If you can't hang with the road dogs and stay on the porch, hail EVS and Shane.
Fulfilled.
Remember that time me, you and John did a stream and make fun of people going to Vegas?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember that.
I think I remember it. Yeah.
Fulfilled.
Didn't we pull up that tweet where they were like?
I don't think we did. I don't think we went out there.
I think we did. I think there was an ad. It's not that they were going to. It's that Patrick put out this fucking ad like Las Vegas, and he's like, "If you want friends, come here."
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, it was on Twitter.
What the hell?
What the hell is he doing?
That's weird.
Oh yeah. That
was. Says ComicsGate needs to do a concert film like Swift. We should do that.
I advise everybody to go
a concert film,
but back CG triple threat.
Jeremy Bird says, "Can you unblock SDA?"
That's what it was. Patrick was the one that went out there and said that's fucked up that we're taking the money from that campaign to invest in food.
That was a big thing. Yeah, I can't show you all these tweets, can I? Yeah, that was a big thing with them about how it's bullshit to crowdfund a convention.
Oh, speaking of
they
BTP,
telling each other that
my backing for Johnny Phantasm 1977 issues 1 through 3, 32 pages each.
Not true. Crusader Joe says, "Hey Ethan, who sings that song 'Leave It That Way'?" And Professor Savage, that's just got here. I have no idea what's going on, but I appreciate the apology.
Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb number 2, Premier Edition.
Negates 10 apologies. Song. It's a real shame what's happening. It's bad for everyone's business. It's a fake hand.
God's Hand, a New Orleans supernatural thriller.
We get a Biggins Love Fest and karaoke. This is caution time.
It was a little gay, misleading.
You what? You want more?
No, I'm all right. I don't know how to process some of what you read though.
Kevin Eastman's Totally Twisted Tales. For those of you who don't know, Kevin Eastman is one of the co-creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Pay attention to the chat, wisdom. I'm paying attention now. Let me see.
Another Black Flag backing.
Phil Diaz does. Where is Phil? Mason W says Mandy on Kings plus Keon Jump Shock equals BTP hates Mandy.
That was a thing too.
You let Mandy on
the Kings room because he really hated the Kings show.
Oh yeah.
And that he wasn't on it.
Johnny Phantasm filled.
I want Patrick on that show. Here's the thing about Patrick, honestly. Like, if Patrick were entertaining at all, like, maybe he would be on that show. Patrick, Patrick stinks on live streams.
Maybe, but you still
I don't say that because I dislike him. Like,
put someone who wasn't formerly in the industry on Kings.
Patrick objectively is really bad on live streams. He just sits there. Sits there. He takes up a slot. He's like a fucking... He just takes up a
all right,
Battle
Maiden Knuckle Bomb fulfilled. I understand your Ethan's point too.
The Yellow Flashcast with me, Dick Masterson, Vito, Eric July, Nina, and let me see. I think Raging Rhino was on there.
Fulfilled.
You know who else was on that stream?
Patrick.
Most people don't remember that. Do you know why?
Because everybody kept cutting him off.
He contributed very little. And then, like so much. When people asked him for his thoughts about, what was it like? What's your thoughts about Ice Song? Yellow Flash cut him off 6 or 7 times. But he just sat there like this the whole time and said absolutely nothing. Contributed very little.
What? He didn't have any feedback?
He was there? How?
About...
He was there.
He didn't have feedback about ISOM?
I think he left towards the middle of it though, so depending on what you're watching.
Black Flag contribution placed.
Yes, that's a video here.
Contribution placed.
So is it like this 8 Brothers? What's his YouTube channel?
Oops, wrong one.
I think they said it on Twitter.
It's on Twitter?
I guess. I don't know.
I'm real excited because I'm close to finished with this project. At least the bare bones of it.
He deserves to be on Kings way more than PTP, says Christopher. I agree with
I used to do full documentation
Why is your name Phil Pops?
on every single backing,
And why
but
is
then
he coming
things
from
were
either?
moving so slow that in order to fast track this project, I'm focusing only on specific columns. Down the road, I'll probably have to do some catch up and try and fill in all the empty columns
Footage from
that
this
I
morning,
skipped.
Is that it? Phil, like, what is it? Is it footage from this morning?
You're saying you missed the Angela Curry super chat, by the way.
Oh, I missed like 4 super chats that just came in. Let me get them. Go back. You missed Angela Curry's chat. People saying Angela Curry had a chat. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, she's going ape shit about this super chat.
I'm trying to find it. Here it is. I really like that beard, Ethan. Would you please unblock our sweet SDA? Thank you. Is this serious? SDA? Who's SDA?
SDA is a good guy
Yeah.
in the chat. If maybe somebody had blocked him by accident. I don't know, but SDA is pretty solid. I think he's a mod on my channel.
Yeah, SDA is
Let
good
me see.
good
Let me see
people.
if I can do that. In the meantime, let's watch. Well, before we do that, let's watch this Phil Diaz video, which I'm sure will be very entertaining. People really like it. I
So
think this is it. I could be wrong.
address is corrected.
He's gonna have a horse head in his bed. Look at the cinematography here, Shane. Shane, what's it gonna be in his bed?
Is he pulling out a sock? It's a lot of socks.
5.
Oh.
It's stuffing from stuffed animal.
Oh.
It's narwhal.
What? That was Diaz.
Funny, dude. Great job, Phil. I'll give that a like. Why wouldn't I give that a like? All right. Great
Okay.
job. Do you feel like
Not sure
Narwhal,
what.
got his head cut off in a way?
I don't know.
How do you feel about Narwhal?
I reached out to him and I was like, dude, if you got something you need to talk about, my DMs are open. I did that publicly and privately.
Oh, okay. So he got back to you right away.
No, he didn't.
He didn't get back to you.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can you try it again? Right, dear Narwhal.
I already wrote him and I wrote him publicly. I've already done it twice.
Let me narrate to you. Dear Narwhal.
Yeah.
It's I, Shane Davis.
It's I.
I mean, I'm being you right now.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Let me jot this down.
Dear Narwhal, it is I, your friend, Shane Davis. I think there were some misunderstandings regarding my explicit threats at you.
Oh, yeah.
Narwhal, I would never threaten you.
Explicit threats.
Can you say I love you to him?
Right. Let me write all this down.
I love you, Narwhal. I value you. I really liked, what was your favorite Narwhal book? I would like to call ourselves Narshane. Shane Wall. What's better?
How about Ethan Wall?
Ethan.
Hear my screen. Check out this.
Hold on a second. I'm okay. I will. I'm trying to find STA. What is this?
I don't know.
Mike
Somebody just said,
Tyson's
"Watch out, Shane Davis and
punch out.
EVPS Scream, Legion of Means."
Okay. Matty Ice says, just tuning in. Who did the turncoat end up being? Well, there's several of them. You know, I don't know if we go into it. Chris Dover says Whitney deserves to be on Kings. Manny plus Kings. Can we watch? Okay, so I got it.
That must be where I messed up with Narwhal. I didn't write well in capital.
Well, I mean, it couldn't have hurt. You know? Narmage.
Not even lying though.
Narmange.
Narwhal.
I'll give a
trying
lower
to get
case
on your
though.
side, goofball, because you're our friend.
Goofball. Oh, man.
Goofball, it's
So you're telling me
okay.
to take the page from PTP's book? And,
I truly hate SJWs. Like, I hate this generation. I hate this generation.
So I'm stopping at
Race men,
page
and, like,
63
that's
for
how
the
they
time
talk,
being.
you know? It's like, you're our friend, goofball. Like, that's
All right,
so
so
goddamn gay.
I'm on
Yes, sir,
page
Billy.
63
Yeah,
of 73.
That's a good one.
Oh, well, yeah.
Dude.
And then after I do that, I think I have some more recent backings at the beginning of the list,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to
Well, did you feel
affect
like you got
the
one
flow.
off your chest?
No.
So, yeah. So I'm going to stop there for now.
Diaz.
Been on for 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Phil Diaz is the
Thank
only
you all
one
for
who
joining me
I've
today.
is awesome.
Fun stream. More fun than boring.
I can't explain it. There's something going on
I
inside.
like we should have had John in here.
So I thank you very much for joining me.
He was in the chat.
And
all this fell flat.
we'll see you on the next stream. Take it easy. Bye.
I'll be honest.